Greetings and welcome, my dear ladies and gentlemen. This is, of course, Light Liger here, and today I'm going to be doing a sponsored review on this brand new Ethereum smart contract called Neverlose Money. And far as I know, I have never seen anything quite like this. Yes, there are some smart contract games which are somewhat similar, but not quite the same. So this is a somewhat of a new concept, and obviously wondering right now, well, what is it and how do I make more money? So those are the questions we're going to be answering in this video. So as the slogan goes, gamified HODL protocol for long-term investors. So if you're going to be coming in and want some money in a 1 week, this is not for you. But let's kind of explore what exactly is this smart contract and how does it work. So basically, the idea is very simple. You have 3 tokens which are supported on the platform. You have the Hunt token, which is from the creators of this Dapp, and obviously they have done other types of Dapps in the past, which I've covered actually on the channel. And then there is wrapped Ethereum and wrapped BTC. And basically, this smart contract locks your funds for a certain period of time, which you get to choose from different brackets. And basically the way it works is every time somebody wants to withdraw their funds back early, let's say they feel like, well, I want to really cash out from crypto right now, they have to withdraw, but they will be paying 10% penalty if they're going to be breaking their own contract. Or let's say that they put first for 3 months and they thought, damn, I really want to actually choose the 10-year plan to get more benefits. So they're going to be withdrawing that, paying 10%, which is going to be split between people who are holding inside the contract. So that's me and you, obviously. And this is kind of like how the game works. So the people who are kind of be don't have the iron will, so to speak, are going to be breaking when there's going to be a crash in price or a spike in price. Maybe they want to exit from Ethereum or BTC because we're going to be seeing a lot more moons coming out and probably some downfalls. And that's going to be causing emotions and making people to basically exit from these contracts. So this is a really great time to get in from that perspective. Now, then there is the warrant token, which is when you actually, you put your collateral and you will be getting warrant tokens instead. And this is basically a governance token that allows you to vote for things like adding a new token. Maybe in the future, there is a desire to add something like Chainlink into the list, and then people will be depositing Chainlink and etc. Now, and there's a quote by Warren Buffett: if you aren't willing to own a stock for 10 years, don't even think about owning it for 10 minutes. And I guess for this smart contract, it really applies. And that's the interesting thing. How many people will be FOMOing in and etc. So the first thing we're going to be doing here, obviously, is connecting with our wallets. It supports 4 different wallets right now: Coinbase, Ledger, Wallet Connect, and MetaMask. And I'm obviously going for MetaMask. And this is obviously the chart showing you everything that's going on. There is the wrapped ETH, wrapped BTC, and Hunt. And far as I know, the Hunt is the biggest pool right now. We're going to be participating on the wrapped ETH. You can wrap inside this contract as you want, and there's obviously many other tools which basically allow you to wrap your Ethereum into wrapped Ethereum. I luckily already own it, so I'm going to be locking up some of that Ethereum into the contract. And the good thing about this is, even though the gas fees can be really, really high during this time, I mean, right now they are at, let's see, at 53 average or 74 fast. That is pretty good given the fact that there was 200 above not too long ago. It was yesterday. So choose a time when it's going to be low, and hey, the situation might be different when you're going to be cashing out. So let's get back to the screen, and I'm going to be, first of all, approving the wrapped ETH. And obviously there's going to be 3 basically, transactions. First is the approval, then the deposit, and then the withdrawal, or 4 in case you're going to be wrapping some Ethereum. And so there's going to be some cost, obviously, and depends on when you're watching this video, the gas fee cost can be significantly different. So always count that in, obviously. But while we're going to be waiting for this to actually confirm, let's get into the actual numbers. How is everything working towards this? But there's a caveat here, which is that the more you hold your funds, the bigger bonus multiplier will be. So if I'm only going to be putting it for 3 months, which I'm not going to do, I'm going to be doing 6 months, because I believe the peak of the bull run is going to be ending on September. That's my estimate. And I don't want to put out anything beyond September. So 9 months is out of question for me. But then again, for some other people, it might be, you know, if they predict that their bull run is going to be ending in 2022, then obviously go for it. Go for 1 year, obviously. And obviously that gives you more time to accumulate those bonuses from the other people. How much bonuses you're going to be getting in 3 months versus 6 months is up in the air. Obviously, if more people come in, more things obviously are chance to exit. And who knows, I might even force to exit if things go really, really south, or maybe I will be accumulating more than the 10%, so I'm actually able to exit early. And maybe maybe you've entered with 3 contracts and you want to like exit with multiple ones or few and leave the other ones basically you know. Okay, let's see if we're actually now able to. So I'm going to be putting all the amount here, and this is actually right now $324 bonus multiplier. We're going to be doing 6 months, so that is going to be July 9th, and that's going to be locking it up. And now we're going to be putting out the contract, and here you understand the game here. So I have to wait for 6 months before I'm going to be withdrawing this Ethereum. And then I have to click the understand button, and there we go. And the smart contract is probably going to be, might give you $20 right as of right now, but I actually believe it's going to be a bit lower than that, but let's see. But let's go back into the screen and wait while we're going to be waiting for this transaction to go through. Hopefully it does. So yeah, the difference between the rewards you will be getting is going to be higher depending on the amount of time you're going to be locking it in. So something for if you're going to be putting Hunt token or Bitcoin, maybe you are a believer for long term and you're going to be putting it for there for 5 years. And then you will be accumulating all of those bonuses, you know, from that time. And that includes all the tokens that are basically locked in. Or actually, I think you're going to be getting, if you're going to be wrapping Ethereum, you're going to be getting those Ethereums. But if you're going to be participating on the Bitcoin one, that's going to be paid on the wrapped BTC. So if you want more Bitcoin, maybe you want to do wrapped BTC. So, and the Hunt network. Oh yeah, actually forgot to mention something. This should have been told in the very beginning. There is a security audit on this smart contract. So it's very safe. And that's something that I, by the way, I don't anymore do smart contract reviews for projects that don't have an audit. So nowadays I'm just going to be asking audit, and this is a very recent one, 11th December. It pretty much goes into all the potential problems and everything that goes into critical, major, minor tips, and basically how everything goes in, and basically, you know, what has been fixed since. There is, it's an open Zeppelin, which means that there can be edits on the contract. Like if there's an actual error that, you know, surfaces, you can fix it. And like on real time. So there's like, if there's, well, if bad things happen, the developers are bound to like fix things up. And it also is very assuring given the fact that this is part of the Hunt network ecosystem, which have been in the space since like what? 2018 or even earlier. So I trust them. I don't think this is a company that's going to be doing an exit anytime soon or planning to do. And the contract seems to be turning out pretty fine altogether because a lot of the things that were problematic are fixed. Now, let's get back into the actual interface on this page. And once the Ethereum has been like, you know, approved, you're going to be seeing the ROI, the effective share ratio. That is the, you know, calculated by the amount of how much you're going to be holding your tokens, etc. And also, you know, how much is in the actual pool. So that means that in case there's going to be millions and millions coming in, your share obviously in the pool is going to be lower. But at any time, you can just add more of these packages in. So that's kind of convenient. And you can also toggle it by dollar as well if you don't want to get the statistics on Ethereum. But let's see if the transaction is contracting. I think that I put a bit too low amounts of gas fees here. Okay, it says between 2 to 16 minutes, and that amounts to 40 and then 50 and etc. But also you can see here is the vote tab, which allows you, well, that's coming out soon. And here's the Explorer. So here are the mathematics behind everything. So how much has been locked? Wrapped Ethereum is the lowest sum right now. The highest is the Hunt token, and then is the wrapped BTC. And that is the total bonus generated. So as you can see, here is a track of all of these things, which are basically being accumulated all the time. So people are putting very low sums here, locking them in for 3 months and seeing if, okay, let's see if somebody's going to be exiting. And here you can see somebody exited from Ethereum, hit a 1 Ethereum and 10, you know, he, you know, decided, hey, I'm not going to be holding into this contract and I'm going to be exiting. And now all the people who had already applied Ethereum in just got 10% or 0.1 ETH basically split among them. And you can basically see all the tracking here on the dashboard, which is very convenient. I wish more smart contracts basically would introduce something like this. But you can see all the things. Damn, 0.35 wrapped BTC. That is a very nice bonus. And as more fluctuations will happen on these prices, down or up, more people are keen to, damn, I really want to cash out. I want to put all of that money that I had. I just want to make more, you know, money. And I think there's going to be a lot of those things happening in the upcoming months. And that's what I'm betting at. That's why I invested in this game. It was, by the way, not in the sponsored contract to actually for me to deposit anything. So I put this out of my own volition because there's an audit. There's a model here. And now we see that we have already put out the money. And we can go back to our dashboard and see, okay, this is our investment bonus that I have gotten, the return of the investment, and etc. And I'm going to be updating you guys. You can come always to my Telegrams, Discords, and ask, how is this investment going? How much money you are made so far? And obviously we'll be getting these warrant things when you actually deposit. And I think the warrants are the equivalency in the actual the contract. So let me actually very quickly look through that. So we're gonna be going into back to the Etherscan and see if there's like a representative token, or is it locked in the smart contract, because that's very important. So let's see if we have warrant. I think you have to claim the warrants. Yeah, so okay, you can sell those warrant tokens far as I know, and you don't actually lose your position. That's why they understood it. I'm gonna have a clarification in the description and the comments down below, whatever may be the case. But overall, to kind of wrap this up here, it's a very interesting game, and I'm very looking forward to see more people coming in and seeing whatever people will start dumping or not, and how to see like how much money I could possibly make from the smart contract within the next 6 months. And hey, maybe I will be throwing some Bitcoin here as well. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys on the next video. Cheers.